The man used every ounce of strength to finally strike a giant match. He lit it and quickly burned through a sewing thread, making himself a small rope. Then he pulled a steel needle out of a cushion and bent it against a hole in the wall, turning it into a hook. Tying the rope to it, he had a simple climbing tool. Why go through all this trouble? Because high above, he'd spotted something that could save his life, an old piece of cheese. But then he saw it, a giant, starving spider lurking nearby. Still, he had no choice. He swung the hook and latched it perfectly behind a drawer, climbing fast. Each time he reached a spot, he threw the hook even higher, repeating the climb again and again until he finally reached the top of the cabinet. But his heart sank. Right in front of him was a wide gap with nowhere else to go. He stepped onto a paint-stained board to cross, but the wood started to crack. With no time to think, he leapt, his strange arms helping him land safely. And there it was, the cheese he hadn't eaten in 3 days. He grabbed a piece and took a huge bite, never realizing how hard survival would be after shrinking this small. Just 3 months ago, he was a normal man. One day at sea, his boat drifted into a strange white fog. At first, he thought nothing of it, but after returning home, his body started to shrink. Doctors couldn't help. His DNA was changing. A month later, he was barely the size of a toy. To avoid burdening his wife, he asked for a divorce. Heartbroken, she refused, believing he could return to normal. Another month passed. He was now the size of a matchstick. His wife moved him into a dollhouse to care for him, but one day, she forgot to close the door. That's when the family cat crept in. Hearing noises, he opened the door, only to freeze in terror at the sight of the enormous creature. He slammed the door shut, but the cat clawed through the dollhouse walls. As it collapsed, he ran, hiding behind the basement door, but the cat's paw swiped through, shoving him down the stairs. Luckily, he landed in a basket of dirty laundry and survived. When his wife returned, she couldn't find him. Instead, she spotted a bloody piece of rabbit fur on the floor. Turning her head, she saw the cat walking by and broke down, believing her tiny husband had been eaten, but he was still alive. Climbing out of the laundry, he realized he was now trapped. The basement stairs were like an unclimbable cliff with no way back. No food, no water, just darkness. Using his wits and courage, he finally found the expired cheese. He thought about saving it, rationing it, but then, by accident, he touched a spider web above him. At first, the spider wasn't there. Relieved, he started heading back, but just one step from safety, he froze. The spider was there, staring straight at him from the dark.